Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So I've been talking about asexual women on my shorts, and I'm going to be talking about that all this month because you got to understand that's a sin, like literally, like in the confines of marriage, it's a sin for a woman to be that way. It's a sin. So when they're that way, they going against like the scripture, like, cause it's a reason why, like, a lot of what we see in relationships, like the vows, and although you ain't supposed to make vows, but and the things that are recited in the vows, those come from the Bible, right? And for a woman to be asexual, that's a demon spirit. Like it's literally, go look it up, man. Do your research. For a woman to be in a relationship and to be asexual, that's demonic. Now, I would assume that Jezebel controlled Ahab sexually. Like, at times she probably was asexual towards him, messing with other dudes. It's obvious from the scriptures that she was committing adultery. You read Revelation chapter 20. She was doing all type of sexual sins because she probably was like going the other way too. But on this video, I'm gonna label this under Isaiah 4:1 and how you shouldn't be with no asexual women. It's because there's so many layers to this, right? And I'm gonna try to talk about this real briefly. I ain't gonna even try to be before you long, because a lot of y'all looking at the demographics, you don't have hot, long attention spans. Like, some of y'all don't even be watching the whole video. If you're commenting against what I say and you don't watch the whole video, you're a child, literally. You're a full-grown child, because that's what children do. If you can't watch the whole video, why are you commenting? I could see if you encouraging me or you speaking in favor of me, but if you gonna come against what I say, then you should watch the whole video. So we gonna make this Isaiah 4:1 part of what I call, those of you that's new to the channel, the Isaiah 4:1 series. Isaiah 4:1 states, in that day, talking about a future time, 7 women would take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. The disgrace is how a woman could dare to be in a marriage relationship and not be having sex with her husband, or how a woman could be living in and under the same roof as a man in the confines of a relationship, even if they not married yet, and will do this thing of not having sex with that man. It's a disgrace. And asexualism contributes to a lot of the divorces. I would say that's one of the main issues. And like, when you see men initiating it, that's going to usually be one of the main issues that was going on. But if you practice in Isaiah 4:1, then they won't be able to get you like that. They won't be able to catch you like that. Me, I'm totally in favor of relationships with unicorns and good women. I'm totally opposed to all relationships with bad women, and them being asexual is bad, because that means that if they're in a relationship with you and you and her ain't having sex, that means that she's somehow using you every time. 10 out of 10. She's using you for something. It's something that you're providing that she's using you for. And every time people see a man step out on this marriage, they automatically assume that he's just a bad guy, when in some cases it be he's in a relationship with an asexual woman. That's what it be sometimes. Now, when I stop, I'm going to show you what that means exactly. And I'm going to give you a description of what that is. Now, some women will have sex, but they're asexual if they're trying to. Like let's say, for instance, the acts that you like, if they not doing them, they like leaning towards that. They partial. They like 50% asexual. Because what happens is they'll get with another dude and be easy and let him thrash, like literally. But they'll be trying to push you off of him, trying to keep you from going all out and loosening that thing up. They'll do that. So when they do that, it's sometimes people can be asexual towards certain individuals, but not everybody. This is why you got Isaiah 4:1 was basically saying that people gonna be in the last days, they're gonna be polygynous. Where that way, if you got an asexual woman, you could just dump her and just deal with your other women and replace her. Isaiah 4:1 just proves that men are going to be level-headed. They're not going to be going for all the games in the last days. Like me, I'm a gentleman. I'm a good dude. But I'm not like a guy that's going to go for games. That's just not me. So let's look up the definition. Just look up what this means exactly. Now I'm going to let you see for yourself. Well, not see, but you'll hear. Definition of asexual.
Asexual.
Experiencing no sexual feelings or desires. Not feeling sexual attraction to anyone. Now, I'm going to show you. That could be towards certain people. But some people are completely asexual. And I would say if you're completely asexual towards everybody, then you shouldn't be in no relationship. Get you a dog. You ain't even supposed to mess with no dog. That's bestiality. Get you a dog. Get you some turtles, birds, whatever you got to do. But don't get no relationship with a man or a woman if you're a man, if you're asexual. Because part of that race, you consummate your relationship by continuing to have sex. So when you cut off sex, it's like you cutting off the relationship. You really supposed to get dumped right then and there. And I'm going to show you something. Watch this. If you go to Deuteronomy 24, verses 1 through 3, like, that's indecency. If your woman denies you sex, back then, it's grounds for divorce the first time they do it. But when you see the Messiah was explaining, listen, don't be so petty. You know, you give people a chance to change. If they don't change, you move on. Now, the thing about polygyny is polygyny keeps these women on their toes. Like if you got 3 women, right, and you treat them all like queens, you only deal with them, they know about each other. And one of them start playing games with you sexually, it's gonna be 3 against 1. Like they're gonna be like, why are you doing this? Even like, let's say the 3 got close, they'll be like, why are you doing this? What's going on? Are you stepping out on them? So they gonna get phased out, just like Haggai got phased out of Abraham's camp. When whatever she did, the Bible don't really say what she did to get herself kicked out, and Ishmael, her son, that she had with Abraham. So, like I say all the time, all these fake preachers speaking against polygyny, don't do no sermons whatsoever on Abraham or King David or Solomon or a lot of the other ones because you're a hypocrite. You want to give them props and condemn the men from your generation just doing the same thing. You're a hypocrite. You're just trying to elevate yourself. We talked about self-confidence earlier. If you got to put other people down to have confidence in yourself, then that says a lot about you. So Isaiah 4:1 makes it clear that the Most High ain't mad at you when you dump a chick. She don't want to do right. She taking on your last name, but some of them be trying to act like you took theirs. You don't have to be with them, man. And if they try to dangle your kids in front of you like she did Offset, you want to deal with your kids, but make more. Make more. If she want to play game, make more, and then when they grow up, you explain to them what happened. If you want kids like that, it don't work out, just make another family. The guys be trying to force the old family to accept them. When the woman be oblivious to him, be hating his guts. And then sometime turn the kids against him too. Just make another family. Don't let them tell you, see, they want you to believe that your sperm is like their age. I don't go through menopause. My supply is in great abundance. And it almost seems like sometimes when you get older, it's like, your sperm production doesn't decrease. Like sometimes it remain the same or increase. A lot of guys know what I'm talking about. Like it seems like sometimes when you bust one, it'd be more than times that you can remember back then. Everywhere. You getting pregnant. You get pregnant. Guys like me gotta be careful. The factory is still up and running. So, when they're asexual though, like let's say when your wife met you, you was the greatest thing, or your girlfriend, like we talk about that too. You was the greatest thing, sex was in great supplies, yada, yada, yada. So, now she's, whatever reason, she either got somebody else or she mad at you over something. She want to become asexual towards you. Man, you need to dump her. How you still with her? See, guys let stuff go on too long sometimes. You be like, well, if I leave, she ain't gonna let me see my kids. Well, take her to court. You lose in court, make more. I got a friend, that's exactly what he did. He got a lot of kids. And it's like, when I talked to him, he was down and stuff, and he picked himself back up. He done remarried and he done had another baby. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. Because what he told me, the reason, if he's telling the truth, the reason why she left, that ain't no reason to leave no man. Over some text messages? No. And he that's my boy right there. He gonna always be my boy. I know him since we was little. Like little. Like not even through puberty little. If I could find those pictures, I got pictures of me and him in the same class, both of us snaggered too. I wish I wouldn't have never, dude, This is why I tell you guys, do not lose touch with your friends over no relationship. So, well, all of that denying sex. Let's go to it. Show you. I can show you better. I can tell you. Then I'm finna close. NASB. Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Now concerning things about which you wrote, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. But because of sexual immoralities, each man is to have his own wife, each woman is to have her own husband. The husband must fulfill the duty of his wife, and likewise the wife also to her husband. Verse 4, the wife does not have authority over her body, but the husband does, and likewise the husband also does not have authority over his own body, but the wife does. Stop depriving one another, except by agreement for a time, so that you may devote yourselves to prayer and come together again, so that Satan will not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. Now, what he basically saying is they was writing to him because that was going on even during biblical days. They was denying each other sex. And asexual. You want to be married. You want everybody to say, oh, that's such and such wife. And this, that, and the other. But then behind closed doors, y'all women be like playing this game. When you get mad at him, you still supposed to give him some. And for some of y'all, that might be the best time. That might be the best sex you could have. You can take that anger right up out of you. But when this in an ideal righteous society, a woman that loses interest or desire in her husband, let's talk about that first, would leave or ask him to divorce them, and like the Bible says, she will remain unmarried, or else reconcile back to him. And don't get you fend for yourself. Don't try to get no money out of them. You lost desire. You broke the agreement. So why is you trying to get money? Then why do people do that? So, and men would be like, okay, if you want to remain my wife, you're going to have to figure something out with your desire, and you're going to have to drop them draws. Drop them draws. Right? My body, my choice. Okay, my wallet, my choice. Get out. Especially if you paying all the bills, how dare her play that game with you and still looking at her? She's supposed to be out the door. Guys be letting women turn them into little punks. You're not finna turn me into no punk, and you're not finna use the church to turn me into no punk. Like your pastor need to go listen to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Why you sweeping my door? With all the leaves and dust, you got ants and roaches in front of yours. You got squirrels, and you trying to sweep around my door. A lot of time, them pastors just be wanting your wife, and they be foul. And I'm going to tell you flat out, a lot of these pastors be marrying women, their husband's still alive. You a joke. The Most High don't even take you serious. You think you can disrespect him like that? You trying to rule over somebody else's wife. That's why it says, wives, be subject to your own husbands. Don't, what you going to your pastor for? Stand down and say, you like Sarah, you holy, you pure if you quiet and meek, and you like Sarah. But anyway, I do thank y'all for watching, and keep tuning in. Keep tuning in. I say keep tuning in for more videos.